Jo, moin. Schön, dass du auf meinem Kanal bist und mit mir zusammen gucken willst, was denn Beer with Me für ein Spiel ist. Ich habe jetzt neuerdings mir angewöhnt, kurz zu zeigen, was der Zuschauer erwarten kann oder was nicht. Ne, ich mache es gleich wieder weg. Ich will dir auch nichts verkaufen. Findest du sowieso nicht auf meinem Kanal. Ne? So, wenn du es nochmal lesen willst, kannst du zurückspulen. Jo, dann wollen wir mal rein ins Spiel gehen. Ich habe die Musik leise gemacht und Episode 1, da gibt es 3 Episoden und das ist die Collectors Edition, da sind alle 3 zusammen. Das gab es mal für 3 Euro, noch Quatsch, irgendwas, ne? So. Man muss immer nur lange genug warten können. Tadel. Miss.
Please wake up.
Am besten mal.
I just can't seem to find any time in my busy schedule to unpack properly. Millie, my toy giraffe. I've had her since I was 5 years old. She seems frightened. I should talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
It seems you had a nightmare.
I don't really remember.
That's all right, miss. Nightmares are best forgotten.
I guess you're right. What are you doing here, Millie? Is everything okay?
Oh no, miss. Something terrible is happening down in Paper City. I came here as soon as I could. I wanted to warn you and your brother not to go there, but when we arrived, I could only find you.
What do you mean?
Miss, I'm afraid your brother is missing.
I have to go find Flint. Millie, you stay here and rest. I'll come and check up on you later.
Please, before you go around looking for your brother, miss, go and find Mr. Bear and ask him to come along. He's retired now, but he was always so fond of you. I'm sure he'll help you out. He may not be an easygoing man, but he has a kind heart.
Ted?
Yeah.
I know where he is. He has a small office in my closet, but Ted and we can't work together anymore. Mostly because I'm still smart and driven and he's become a burnout.
I haven't seen him since he left the city. But whatever falling out you two had, I beg you to reconcile.
Okay, Millie, I'll go ask him. But I'm not sure if he'll even hear me out. We left off on a really bad note.
It's a shame you two aren't working together anymore. You were always such good friends. But for your sake, miss, please don't go wandering around alone. There is something else I haven't told you about. The reason I came all the way down here. There is this man that came down to Paper City a week ago. He's asking a lot of questions about you.
What
Oh,
man?
you.
We call him the Red Man. There were a lot of fires down in the city this past week, ever since he showed up. The officials are burying their heads in the sand, while this man has an entire city, your city, miss, cowering in fear.
Well, Paper City Police Department isn't known for its heroic head-on approach to crime fighting.
The mayor and the commissioner have issued a citywide lockdown until
Ausgangssperre,
all
das
of
ist immer
this is
Wahnsinn.
sorted out. A lot of people are escaping the city. We managed to escape through the East Tunnel's maintenance route, but
Bergen,
most of the exits
Osttunnel.
are closed off now.
You said we escaped. Is someone else here with you?
The Mugshot boys helped me through the East Tunnel. Bless their hearts. We arrived at Flint's room, but he wasn't there, so I came here to wake you up.
I have to go now, Millie. I'll be back as soon as I can to come check on you. Do you need anything?
I'm fine, little miss. I just need to rest is all.
Yes.
Please, before you go out, find Mr. Bear and ask him to come along.
Oh, come along, come along.
Just my stuff. I still haven't unpacked properly. Oh, that's right. I remember playing with this a couple of days ago. It fell on the floor and the lens broke. I'll take the magnifier with me, but I better repair it before I return it to Ted. Yes, yes, drawers. What will they think of next? It's all about the birds and the bees, and how the birds like to eat the bees and other insects. It says Gaga on it, or is it Goo Goo?
Goo goo gaga, lady.
My collection of paintings. Mom said I could have any painting in the house for my room. It was a rigorous selection process. An extensive collection of colored pencils I acquired over the years. Early bird cornflakes. I like to eat them in the evening, completely disregarding their overly advertised intended use. A miracle of modern technology. I've read all of these. Some of my favorites are Necronomicon, Dyslexia, and Cal to Fright It. Last Encounter, A Trip Through the Wormhole. Yes, yes, drawers. What will they think of next?
Ja, kan jij was machen?
A cardboard box. I think this one is full of my rare bottle caps. It's pointless dedication from a bygone era, I know. I don't really need glasses, but maybe they'll come in handy. Better take them with me just in case.
Yeah. Better is it?
Nothing interesting about them. Well, one of them has a PhD in clinical virology, so I guess that's something. I use this chest as a reading bench sometimes. Unlike most women, I just like to sit near the window on a cold autumn day under a warm blanket with a good book. It's just this weird quirk I have.
Das macht doch jeder gerne. Was ist denn das jetzt da oben? Was dreht sich da jetzt? Die Schatzkarte?
It's filled with mysterious and magical things from the far corners of the Orient. Also toys and stuff. My chest, it's the best. It's filled with mysterious and magic.
Okay, jetzt haben wir es denn durch.
Folium cadent. When was the last time I watered this? Oh, that's right, I didn't. It's really hanging in there.
Und nu? Oh, jetzt ist sie total kaputt, Likowski.
This is my bed. There are many beds like this, but this one is mine.
Look into the Bettkasten.
I'll just pick this up. You never know when it might come in handy.
Yes. So, was haben wir hier? Da ist Bär drin. Privatdetektiv Bär.
Amber Ashworth, if I had a nickel for every time this broad got me into trouble, I'd be neck deep in nickels right now. Something was different this time. I could feel it in the air. Someone really put the scares on her. Despite her fragile appearance, Amber's a tough kid, so it was unusual to see her like this. She starts talking, and I start pretending I don't care. I told her I'm retired, for good this time. Fell on deaf ears again. Anyway, she starts talking about Millie, Paper City, her brother, and all that jazz, and I'm wondering how many times we've gone through this before. You see, we have this routine where she asks me for help, as she always does, and I play hard to get, as I always do. Eventually, I give in. We've done this so many times I've lost count. She knows the drill, and so do I. Might as well just hear her out. Her words ring through my office. They get stuck in this haze around my head, and then...
Und dann?
They get lost in the cold autumn rain outside, tapping on my window in this hypnotic manner. It's calming in a way, or is it the booze that makes me calm?
Kleiner Alkoholbär.
Not much to do when you're retired, and hobbies were never my cup of tea. I know her standing in my doorway with her lady in distress shtick means bad news for me, and yet I know I'm in for it again. The sun is slowly setting and the rain gets heavy. The news said there will be a storm tonight.
Einen Sturm. Uh-oh.
Hi, Ted. I heard you've retired, but
Cut the ceremony, doll. I ain't doing it.
doing what?
Whatever little plan you've schemed up this time to ruin my life. You're bad news, doll. Always were. Do me a solid this time and leave me out of it. I'm busy.
I knew you wouldn't help me. I only asked because Millie insisted you come along.
Millie, are we investigating old wives' tales now? It's getting late, doll. Shouldn't you be in bed?
I was in bed. Millie woke me up.
Well, you should ask her to help you out then.
So, you're saying I should ask an old blind woman to help me out?
That old broad is tougher than she looks. Now, if you don't mind, I have some real work to do.
Oh my god, you're still mad at me? After all this time? I really need your help, and I kind of promised Millie I would ask you to come along.
Mad? Why would I be mad? I was almost thrown into a wood chipper thanks to you. I was lucky. One of the guys we investigated is in my bird-watching, poker and cigar club. And where were you? You ran off.
I was following a lead, somewhere else.
Yeah? What'd you found out?
So, und?
Not much.
Not a goddamn thing.
Nix.
Listen, doll, I've got a nice little setup here. Lately, I've been
Was?
doing some tailing work for jealous husbands down in the city. Bunch of nervous train wrecks, but the money is good. I grew tired of pulling bloated toys out of Dredge River. Our days of crime fighting are over.
yeah.
That whole thing, it's behind us. It belongs
Yes.
in the past. Capiche?
You've been
Capiche.
practicing this speech, haven't you?
A little bit. How was it?
It was okay. The part about the bodies was a bit much.
I threw that in for dramatic effect. It wasn't in the original draft, though.
No, it was good. It gets the point across.
Does it really? You're still here, and I still have a lot of work to do.
Do we really have to do this whole bit again?
Fine. This is dragging on for way too long, and it's past my office out. What's this nonsense all about anyways?
So, according to Millie, a lot of things are happening down in Paper City lately.
What things?
Like all sorts of bad things. And there's this guy that's responsible.
According to Millie.
The mayor has issued a citywide lockdown. No one is allowed to leave or enter the city limits until all of this is sorted out. They've managed to escape through the East Tunnel maintenance route, but I think that's been closed off too.
They?
Yeah. Millie and the bird watchers of the world?
What? The BWOW is here? But they all went north last month. It's yellow cardinal season and an early start. I mean, what? I never heard of those guys before. What in the hell are you talking about? Are you making this up?
Yeah, sorry. The mugshot boys helped her out. I know how much you don't like them.
I mean, what's not to like? Fact that they're thieves and thugs, they literally stole a candy from a baby once.
But wasn't that baby an undercover cop?
Well, yeah, it was. But they didn't know that. Now, did they?
Anyways, they helped her escape the city through the East Tunnel, the one that leads to Flint's room, and she said he wasn't there. She believes he's gone missing. I need to go and check on Flint. Maybe he's still in the house, but Millie doesn't want me to go alone. She says it's possible for the Red Man to have found an exit to my house. She's really scared.
Wait, what Red Man?
She was telling me about this man, dressed completely in red. He came down to Paper City recently and was asking questions about me.
He's asking questions about you? What's so interesting about you?
Hey, I'll have you know there are a lot of people out there who find me interesting. Millie is really scared of this man. I can't leave anything to chance. Will you help me out?
Whoa there, Sugar Cup. Even if I come along, and I'm still thinking that one over, I'm afraid a crucial component that'll help in our future investigation is missing.
Your hat?
No, I'm phasing that one out.
Your magnifier?
That's right, dollface. Now be a good assistant and go find it for me.
I'm sorry, your assistant?
You know what I mean. Now get cracking.
Habe ich doch schon in der Tasche, oder nicht? Dann speichern wir mal. So.
It makes this place look like a proper office.
Wo habe ich denn das Inventar? Was ist denn das hier? Ist das das Inventar?
Do what with it?
Lass ihm das geben.
Do what with it?
Und rechte Maustaste. Geschichte.
Here we see a lamp in its natural habitat. It's leaning forward, ready to leap with remarkable precision. A truly fascinating predator of the wild office? Nope.
Found my magnifier yet?
Nope, not yet. Do you really need it though?
Do you really need my help?
Okay, fair enough. I love the yarn work especially. Left there for research purposes. That's what the phones looked like back in the days. I mean, now. I bet this glue will be useful. Better take it with me.
Mal sehen, ob wir den jetzt anwenden können.
There we go. Now I just need a lens. Are you even trying? Are you even trying? I don't think so.
Also soll das nicht als Linse. Aber mit dem Kleber war schon nicht schlecht. Okay, dann gucken wir mal weiter.
It says FBI on it. I bet it stands for Federal Bear Investigation.
Süß, ja.
I really feel like I don't own enough shoes. And no, it's not a stereotype. It's just a fact. I got this for Flint, with my own money. It's some guardian superhero dude. Very bleak and depressing story arc. What? Those must be Ted's. It's my field hockey mask. My friend Jason wants to borrow it. As far as I'm concerned, he can have it. What's the worst that can happen? These are my clothes. The colors are more on the bright side, but I can't help it. I love vivid colors.
Ja, dann greifen wir mal wieder, ne? So, wieder Route hier. Dann müssen wir mal durchs Haus laufen und eine Linse finden, sonst kommt der Bär nicht mit. Furchtbar, jetzt gehen wir da doch mal hin.
I use this chest as a reading bench sometimes. Unlike most women, I just like to sit near the window on a cold autumn day under a warm blanket with a good book. It's just this weird quirk. It's filled with mysterious...
Bitte. Ab in den Westflur jetzt.
Miss,
Zack.
don't go wandering around alone.
No.
Miss, don't go wandering around alone.
Ach du Schande, jetzt muss ich hier...
Since I'm paying for the view, I might as well enjoy it. I've read all of these. Some of my favorite island... Cornflakes. They've gotten cold and mushy and gross.
Da ist auch ein Glas.
It's just an empty glass.
Können wir doch als Vergrößerungsglas nehmen.
It's just an empty glass. It's not working, but that's okay. I can't tell the time anyways. This is my bed. There are many beds. So fluffy and comfortable. Just my stuff. I still haven't unpacked properly.
Tja, dann weiß ich auch nicht, wie wir jetzt hier rauskommen.
My collection of paintings.
Ah. Ja, das wäre noch eine Möglichkeit. Was soll ich denn...
I can't use that. Are you even trying? Come on. I can't use that.
Can't use that.
I can't use that. I don't think so. I can't use that. I broke my mom's glasses. I better find use for this lens now.
Siehst du, jetzt haben wir es doch.
Voila! A perfect crime. Ted will never know.
Also, dann gehen wir jetzt wieder zu Teddybär hier, Schrank. Deutschlandglas, Pony.
Found my magnifier yet?
Nope, not yet. Do you really need it though?
Do you really need my help?
Okay, fair enough.
That's not my magnifier.
What do you mean? It's a magnifier. It magnifies and everything?
No, this is my magnifier, with the lens missing, which I'm sure you broke recently. You've replaced the lens with your mom's glasses and glued them together with kids' glue.
That's preposterous. Never have I ever.
Okay, never mind. This will do, I guess. Let's head out.
Oh, Sherlock. Mhm. Ja, nu? Jetzt soll ich wieder hier alles durchgucken.
It's filled with stuff I brought from the city.
Ja, dann können wir doch jetzt auf den Westflur gehen.
Let's head out. Watch my back, Ted.
Watch my back.
A box filled with all sorts of stuff. Really, just all the imaginable, useful things I need right now to solve this mystery. Packed inside a single cardboard box and left in the middle of the hallway.
It's just closed, doll.
I know.
Das hier im Buch.
That's just...
It's just weird.
Yep, it's weird. The use of the color green is what makes this painting stand out. It's just so vivid and beautiful, you can almost taste it. It should be called Forget Me a Lot, 'cause I never remember to water it. Get it?
But
It's a fishing village, somewhere on the coast of North.
I'm so glad I got dragged out in the middle of the night to look at the paintings hanging in your house.
It's a ham, bacon, lettuce, and mozzarella cheese sandwich on pimento bread. It's mounted on my wall, and it shines. It's locked. An old clock. My grandfather bought this, or wanted in a duel at dawn. Can't really remember. It's a beautiful clock, though.
So ganz humorvoll eigentlich, ne?
I bet it's full of diamonds. That's something one would have lying around in a cardboard box in the middle of the hallway, right? Wait, it's locked. But why?
This is mighty suspicious, doll. Wasn't there a hole in the study wall? You know, that one that you used to crawl through when you were younger.
You're right, Snoop. Maybe I can still fit through. It's worth checking out.
In Ihrem Zimmer?
Do what with it? Do what with it?
Also ist das völlig falsch. Kommen wir denn da jetzt hin?
I use this chest as a reading bench. Unlike most women,
Oh, so nice to see you two working together.
Okay, forget it. I'm going back to the office.
Mr. Bear, I know you wouldn't let little Miss wander around alone. Now, would you?
Why? Is your exaggeration after her?
Listen here, Mr. Bear. Little Miss needs your help. Her brother is missing. Now, you clean yourself up, get your head straight, and help her out, or else.
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Bear.
Sure, gang up on me. Anyways, we should get going. I don't have all night.
Muss ich noch mal wissen, was er gesagt hat. Vielleicht wiederholt er das ja nochmal, wie alle anderen Sachen auch.
Wait,
Dann weiß ich
it's
das.
locked. But why?
This is mighty suspicious, doll. Wasn't there a hole in the study wall? You know, that one that you used to crawl through when you were younger.
You're right, Snoop. Maybe I can still fit through. It's worth checking out.
Arbeitszimmer. Da ist das Loch in die Wand, ne? Die Puppe hat die Augen auf und zu gemacht. Gucken wir uns erstmal hier um.
It's growing from the sand.
Aren't you perceptive, doll? You should have been a detective.
And you should have been a 10-year-old girl, because you throw like one.
Schlüssel.
There's a number written underneath. 107. What does it mean?
10-7's the police code for an unconscious or a dead person.
That's a little grim.
I don't make the rules. I sure as hell don't follow them either.
My grandpa's books. I know you're not supposed to judge a book by its cover, but these look so boring. It looks expensive. It's a decorative plaque of some sort, or an award for wood chopping? I don't really know. Only for looking, not for touching, according to my mom. My grandpa's books. I know you're not supposed to. Let's take this bad boy for a spin. Let's take this bad boy for a spin.
Okay.
Ew, cigars are gross. Of all the places in the world, the flavor country seems least appealing to me. Lex iniusta non est lex? Funny made-up word, although they have a certain righteous ring to them. Highly breakable. Believe me, I know. Nothing interesting about it. Just shining away. I have a similar one in my room.
You have the same lamp in your room. It's just asset reuse, those lazy artists.
Hey, a flashlight. But there are no batteries inside.
There's bound to be some in the house.
We can ask Rusty if he'll give us one of his. I'll take the flashlight with me. A book titled It's a Wonderful Lie, The Judicial System and How to Exploit It for Profit. So many stupid words. I hate boring books. It looks pretty. The sand, I bet, came from somewhere far away.
That dim-witted boy sells these down at the local market, so the sand probably came from...
Nope, somewhere far away. Maybe some desert.
Sure, the desert.
I just love these old paintings. If I fail in my quest to become a world-renowned novelist and Pulitzer Prize winner, maybe I'll become a painter.
Sure. Are they letting just anyone be a painter these days?
Hey, I'm only 10 years old. The world is my oyster.
So, da wollen wir mal die Taschenlampe in Betrieb nehmen.
This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these.
Ach, du Schande, ich muss auch noch Taschenlampen suchen. Batterien. Na denn. Hier sind keine Schubladen. Da, Sessel.
This chair is so comfortable. Well, Ted will probably need to.
Huh? Ah, I wasn't listening.
You didn't hear me, cuz.
Da geht's nicht raus. Ich gucke mal das Loch in der Wand an, ne?
This hole leads to Flint's room. It's covered in cobwebs, though. That's so gross. Go in, Ted, and check it out. I'll wait for you here.
I'm sorry, doll. As much as crawling through spider-infested holes sounds appealing to me, I have to pass. See, spiders tend to nest in my fur, and then I have to take a bath and go through this whole fumigation process. It's a mess.
Jawohl. So, was haben wir hier?
I don't think so.
Ach man.
I can't use that. This won't work. It usually takes 2 or more of these.
Na gut, hat sich nichts geändert. Okay. So, dann gehen wir wieder raus hier. Wo kommen wir jetzt wieder raus? Hallo? Da, Ostflur. Dann.
What the hell? What was that?
I don't know, Ted. Lights? Tricks?
Yeah, I guess. I'm getting too old for this.
Thing. This thing.
Yeah, sounds right.
Not really.
Hey there, Rust. It's been a while.
Sure has, Snoop. Still walking the beat?
Not lately. I finally took some time out to sort things out.
He's pretending he's retired. It takes a lot out of him, apparently.
Well, you couldn't have picked a worse time to retire, Snoop. Things are getting close to boiling point down in the city.
What's going on, Rust?
Wish I could tell you, Bear. I'm as clueless as the rest of them. One thing I know is that I was working at the steel mill one day. The damn place got blown up.
We've heard rumors about some red man. Know anything about that?
I sure do. He's the damn reason all this is happening, Bear. So this Red shows up down in PC. This was a week ago. He goes after the thugs first. Gathers information and such. No one thought nothing of it. Couple of beaten up lowlifes here and there. It's a common trait with these guys, you know? Then, the fire started. I hear a couple of guys down from the coal district gathered a posse, trying to corner this bird. No one heard from him since. And those guys are miners, Bear. They're as tough as nails.
Who is?
Those guys, Ted.
What kind of information is he after?
Well, here's the funny part, Snoop. I heard he was asking a lot of questions about our beloved Miss here. That's why I'm here. After Doris and the kids left the city, I figured I'd come here and make sure Amber stays safe. Now, don't you be dragging her on one of your ill-advised adventures, Bear.
Are you kidding me? Anyways, why would this guy be going around asking about her? You know anything about this, doll? Anyone whose life you're messing with? Besides mine, I mean. Angry boyfriend, perhaps?
Don't get smart. I never heard of this Red guy until tonight. Besides, you're the only man in my life, Bear.
Who's getting smart now? So, what kind of information is this guy after, Rust?
Haven't I told you about this already? He's asking about our little Miss here. Is he all right?
He's fine. He's just sleepy and grumpy and, like, totally not drunk.
Nah, I'm fine. I'm just sleepy and grumpy because she dragged me out in the middle of the night on some wild goose chase.
Nice to see you two are getting along after all these years.
We've heard the city is in lockdown.
Sure is. It's been like that since the mill exploded. The official statement is that there was a gas leak down at the basement level, but we all know better.
So you think it wasn't an accident? You think someone is trying to cover something up?
I wouldn't go that far, miss. My suspicion is that the officials don't want to make a big deal out of it. Keep the folks at ease.
What about the mill owner, that Dietz fellow? He made any enemies lately? Filed any big insurance claim or something?
Nah, Bear. Mr. Dietz is a straight-up bird. Besides, his son was down at the mill when it happened. Kid got a little ear buzz is all.
Bin ich das?
So no one leaves or enters the city at this point?
That's what the lockdown implies, Bear. Folks are still escaping, though. I hear some of them got here through the tunnels. Them mugshot boys were the first to flee, and poor old Millie. I hear she got here safe.
Millie's in my room. She's resting.
Bless your kind heart, little miss. I'll stay here in the hallway. Keep an eye out.
Can you do it, Rust? You seem kind of tired.
I ain't no bunny, little miss. Some buster tries to pull a fast one on me, I'll give him a little chin music before I drop a dime on him to the elbows.
What?
He's saying he can do it.
Ich dachte, ich höre das Wort Lockdown heute mal nicht. Es geht mir genauso auf die Socken wie ewig die Berichte vom Zweiten Weltkrieg. Was haben wir damit zu
How'd you
tun?
escape?
I used the East Tunnel maintenance shaft, but the thing was getting close to collapsing. I think they closed it off completely after I got through.
Okay, verstanden.
Have you seen Flint, Rusty? Millie told me he might be missing.
I'm sorry, little miss. I'm afraid I haven't seen your brother. But I'm sure he's fine. Flint is a tough kid. Besides, no one has left or entered this room since I got here.
Was?
You know anything about the Yellow King?
Not really. I guess they left the thing wide open, like open to interpretation. I personally didn't think much of it.
Okay.
Well, we better
ciao.
get cracking. Catch you later, Rust.
Sure thing, Snoop.
Thank you, Rusty. Bye.
Bye, little miss. Don't worry about your brother. I'm sure he's all right.
Rust, we need a big favor.
What's this about, Bear?
Rusty, we need a battery for our flashlight. We thought you could help us out.
Sure, I got batteries, but here's the problem, miss. If I give you a battery, I gotta shut down for the rest of the night, and I have to keep an eye out.
We could take some of that edge off, Rust. Why don't you rest your eyes for a bit and let me and the doll here take over?
You? No offense, Bear. I respect you as much as anyone in Paper City, but this here is different. I don't think you could handle this red guy on your own. You should take care of Miss and Millie and leave the patrol to me.
Are you saying I'm not qualified for watch duty? We have to wrap this thing up, fast. There's a bottle of carrot juice in my desk that's longing for my return. We can keep an eye out for anyone suspicious in the meantime. Besides, you know I'm more than qualified. That nasty business from a couple of years ago, with them robots going missing. I was the one that brought that whole shady affair down, and you know it.
Are you trying to play me, Bear? I know you had nothing to do with that. That thing went so high up, there's no chance in hell Snoop like you even got close to wrapping it up.
You seem to have blown a fuse there, Rust. It was me who cracked that case, and I can prove it. I have the case file and the credentials, handed to me by the commissioner in my office somewhere.
Okay, settle down there, Bear. Let's make a deal. You show me the credentials, and I'll hand over the battery. It's not that I don't believe you. I just want to make sure you're not playing me is all.
Can't you give us just one battery, Rusty? You'll still have a couple of them left, right?
Here's the thing, little miss. It's a closed circuit.
She knows. She's just playing on your soft side, Rust. Ted and Amber move away.
Oh my god, Ted, you're not supposed to read the brackets. A do-over?
Keep it rolling! We should get to my office, doll. There's an old file I have to find.
What's this whole deal about anyways? Why can't he just give us a battery? We can keep an eye out.
Rust is having a hard time coping with what happened. He worked in that mill for over 20 years, and now suddenly he's got nothing to do. Let's just do this to humor him.
Poor Rust. Okay, you're right. Let's find that file.
I think by the time this is over, we're going to meet a lot of people in his position.
A save point. Nah, just kidding. What is this, Resident Evil? We have autosave, you dingus.
Schönes Ding. Wir haben Autosave.
There should be an old file here somewhere. Nasty business from a couple of years ago. The robot union hired me to look into several cases of robot kidnappings.
I remember. That CEO of Illuminarium, Skinner, used robot parts to manufacture headlights at low prices.
Yep, I brought down that whole shady deal. Almost got shot in the process. Rust finds me unqualified for lookout duty. Probably thinks I'm a burnout.
You're not a burnout, Ted. I mean, you were more driven before, but I understand you've had a lot on your mind lately. Anyways, I'm really glad you're with me on this one.
Sure thing, doll. What, am I going to say no to you?
Thanks, Ted.
Don't mention it.
Don't mention it.
There, is this it?
Yep, that's the one. Let's head back to that hothead robot.
Ja. Dann los hin.
Having trouble finding your proof of competence, Snoop?
I'll find it. It's somewhere in my office. I know that much.
Sure thing, take your time. I'll be here if you need me.
Ach, jetzt muss ich wieder hier oben rein. Ja, ja, ja.
There you go, buddy. Signed and authorized by Commissioner Locke himself. Anyways, we really need that battery now, Rust. Time's a factor here.
So it was you. I'll be damned. That was a big deal for us robots, you know. I always held you in high regard, Bear. But you just earned my utmost admiration, let me tell you. You can have my battery. I can use a little shut-eye, to be honest. Keep an eye out and keep little Miss here safe. Oh, and check on Millie from time to time. Make sure she's all right.
Thanks, Rust. We won't let you down.
Thank you so much, Rusty. Get some sleep. We'll wake you up in the morning.
Oh, hat er die Augen zugemacht, der Rusty.
Hey, I got it working. This hole leads to Flint's room. Go in, Ted, and check it out.
I'm sorry, doll. As much as crawling. See, spiders tend... It's a mess.
Mal reinleuchten vielleicht.
I can't use that. Are you even trying? Are you even trying?
Das habe ich auch schon probiert, also ist das wohl jetzt nicht so wirklich.
There's a number written underneath. 107. What does it mean?
10-7's the police code.
That's a little...
I don't make the rules.
Scharfe Blätter kann man doch nehmen.
It's growing from the sand.
Aren't you perceptive, doll? You should have been...
And you should have been attending.
Womit kriegen wir denn jetzt die... Ach, da ist ein Schlüssel. Guck an.
We'll have to find another way. We'll have to find another way.
Wieso denn? Warum? Da hängt schon der Schlüssel da und ich kann da nicht ran. We have to find another way.
It's locked. I mean, of course it is. It's all dried up, serving as a reminder of life's fleeting nature. It's a tree, like the ones outside, only this one is inside. It's creepy. I don't like it. For when you get tired of walking up and down this hallway.
Geht das vielleicht jetzt mit dem Schlüssel? Gucken wir mal. Benutzen Sie erst, ne? Die Tür verschlossen ist. Mal gucken. So, jetzt haben wir another way Schlüssel. Jetzt gucken.
There's a small key up there. It looks lonely.
I guess you could say it's just hanging around. We'll have to find another way.
This chair is so comfortable. Well,
Huh?
you didn't hear. I've always loved this painting. It looks familiar in a way. I feel like I've been there.
Yeah? How come you're not?
Ah.
I don't think so.
Och man.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Da habe ich es schon probiert. Ja, da kann man das wieder zumachen. Immer noch abgeschlossen?
Wait, it's locked.
This is mighty suspicious, doll.
You're right, Snoop.
Kommen wir denn jetzt durch dieses verdammte Loch?
A random, generic asset placed to occupy empty space. Like,
A golden retriever puppy just for you, doll.
oh my god, is it really? I want to. Can we take him out? I'm gonna call him Cookie.
Yeah, no, it was a joke. No one would put a live dog in a sealed box with no air holes. Dum-dum.
You're just so mean.
Dafür wäre der Schlüssel doch gut, ne?
It's locked.
Okay.
Unpacked stuff from our city. I bet it's full of bouncing. You
Oh,
use them to
lovely.
move up and down the house.
Fascinating stuff.
Anscheinend kann man noch nicht runtergehen, ne? Sonst wird er ja irgendwo stehen. Dann gehen wir nochmal zu Milli Vanilli. Da war auch noch eine Bodenluke.
Be careful, you two.
an extensive cornflakes.
Ja, da weiß ich auch jetzt erstmal nicht weiter.
A door that leads to the attic. No, really, that's all there is to it. It leads to the attic, hence the name, the attic door.
Also auch nichts. Ich würde hinten mal gucken, was wir im Badezimmer finden. Ja, für die Spinnweben.
This duster may come in handy. I'll take it with me just in case. I'm not going through trash. It's just my work ethic. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who will be a beautiful princess who's bound to live a long and happy...
You are Amber? Like for totes?
I knew it.
Did that thing just talk?
I don't know. Did it? Used for not washing your face. Pairs of towels just hanging out. It's full of a painting on the floor. Trying to get out of town. Listen here, man. I'll cut you a deal. I'll take on your debt and pay the... Maybe I'll call you on your debt sometime. Maybe not. Classic TP found. What's there left to say that hasn't been published in science? It's full of bathroom stuff. It's full of bathroom stuff. I don't know what these are for, but it tastes terrible anyway. Just some stuff I don't really care. Fun fact, if you stuff a bunch of them down the toilet and flush, you will also complain about the economy and how he... Nah, I'm pretty as it is.
You should really know what this is by now, buddy.
It's where I take long showers and contemplate life. Also, I sing. A waterfall. Maybe in our world, a happy little book. It's a waterfall. No, but nice try, Mom.
Netter Versuch, Mom.
What's happening? What is this? Doll, you seeing this?
I don't know, Ted. What was that?
It's fine. It's nothing, probably. It's the middle of the night and the light is playing tricks on us. Let's go.
Weiß nicht, ob er das ein bisschen auf die leichte Schulter nimmt, der Herr Bär. Weiß Bär? Er weiß nicht. So, jetzt aber... Jetzt goes it. Yeah. Wishy, wishy, washy.
There, I cleaned it up. Go crawl through.
Why don't you crawl through?
Obviously, I can't fit. Otherwise, I would totally do it.
Sure you would.
Ja, nu. Aha. Geht ja doch. Ja, geht doch.
The case was spinning out of control, so fast I had to hold onto my hat. Nothing made sense, and it was getting more twisted by the minute. We've come across an old buddy of mine who has suddenly found himself out of purpose and place. The steel mill where Rust worked for years got blown to bits. Hundreds of hard-working, honest people lost their jobs overnight. The police are writing it off as an accident. Coincidentally, there were a lot of accidents this past week. The whole damn city was burning up and no one was doing anything about it. Did I pick the wrong time to get out of that dump? According to Rust and Millie, one man is responsible for all this mayhem. In 1 week, he's become a synonym for fear throughout the city, and police and thugs alike are shuddering at the mention of his name. They call him the Red Man.
Whoa.
I have a strong feeling in my gut. It's all somehow connected. My retirement, the fires, and the official cover-up. What happened to Flint, the Red Man? It's all leading to her. I feel she is the key to all of this, the last piece of the puzzle I have to solve. Does she know more than she's led me to believe? Or have I let my suspicions get the better of me? It's hard for me to admit this. It's also downright stupid. But I've let myself trust her over the years we've worked together. And I have to trust her now. Sooner or later, we'll find ourselves back in that hellhole of a city. This bond I have with her will be the only thread I'll have to hold on to when things go from bad to worse. In Paper City, all bets are off, but the stakes were never as high as now.
So, was jetzt? Aha. Die sieht ja toll aus.
I had a feeling I'd find you two lurking around. How is it that whenever something fishy goes down, you two are peeking around the corner?
Save your monologues for the shower, Snoop. We didn't do it.
And what exactly didn't you do?
Whatever you're implying we did or didn't do.
So you did it.
It depends.
Depends on what?
If we did whatever you're hinting that we did, or for that matter didn't do, and if the answer might incriminate us to a certain degree, then as a fact, I can state that we didn't do it. See? But if not doing it, whatever it is you're implying we did or didn't do would put us in the same position as in the previous statement, considering it was true, then we certainly did do it.
This is going nowhere. If you weren't a crook, you could have had a career as a lawyer, although the two aren't mutually exclusive.
Yeah? Well, if you weren't a Snoop, you could have had a career as a drunk, although the two aren't mutually exclusive, see?
Don't act smart with me, lowlife. I'll take you downtown faster than you can say I'm guilty. Now start spilling the beans, or this friendly get-together might turn out ugly for you two. Where is Flint Ashworth?
Beats me. He wasn't here when we arrived. Is he missing?
No, I'm just asking because I have these 2 tickets for Wuthering Heights on ice.
Oh, it's just wonderful. The reviews are overwhelmingly positive.
Shut up, John. He's just pulling your leg.
So you're saying you had nothing to do with his disappearance?
Who do you take us for, Snoop? We ain't no kidnappers. The kid probably went to see his friends or something, see? Besides, he's a tough kid. I'm sure he's fine.
Sure, because kidnapping is way over the line for you two. It's one of the few things missing from your MO. Maybe you thought you should step up the game. Who put you up to it?
Whoa, as I said, we ain't no kidnappers, see? We may have our differences, you and I, but you know we would never go as far.
All right, you're off the hook, for now. You two lowlifes heard anything about the Red Man?
We might have heard something. My memory's a bit fuzzy these days, see?
Tell me what you know, and the next time the Reef King asks me about you two, I'll forget about your whereabouts.
We sorted it out with the sharks, Snoop. We started a nice little enterprise with them. See, me and John here have a way with the tourists. The deal is to take them on a nice little tour around our beautiful city that ends in his gambling house.
There are numerous attractive locations scattered throughout the city, but sometimes you just have to go that extra mile if you want to experience it the way the locals do. For instance, there's a lovely little deli store just off of Peril Street, halfway down to the harbor. Their madeleines are to die for. Just pick a spot on their beautiful terrace and enjoy a good book or a romantic evening with that special someone.
Yeah, see? That's right, John.
Huh. I bet whatever they keep in their wallets, by the end of the day, the shark sends his goons to clean them out when they leave. Am I right?
Well, yeah, but that's just his style, see?
I bet it is. So, why are you here exactly?
That's none of your business, Snoop.
Listen here, you lowlife. I know you operate on the west side these days. I've seen you down with your face in the mud coming out from those 24-hour carrot bars near the harbor. I know you've seen things. You two better start being useful, or else.
Oi, Copernicus, how about you take a long walk down the shore pier, see? We ain't seen nothing. We're just a couple of them hard-working individuals, see? We know our rights. We pay them taxes and such. What's a snoop like you even gonna do? You ain't a cop, see?
You got that right, pal. I ain't a cop. That just means I can throw a couple of knuckle sandwiches your way before I take you two lowlifes in. Not that anyone would care. I can just say I found you that way, or that the Reef King got to you before I did.
Maybe it's time you leave two exemplary citizens like us alone and find yourself someone else you can bother, see? I hear that crazy old coot's been chasing seagulls down at the harbor lately. Maybe he can help you, see?
CBG. Haven't seen him in a while. You're saying he knows something?
It's worth a shot, ain't it? It's not like you're getting anywhere with us. It's just that getting the information out of him might prove to be quite a task, see?
Don't worry about that. Me and him go back a long way. He'll talk to me. Why'd you escape the city?
Who says we escaped? Me and John just came to enjoy ourselves out in the country, see? We might take up fishing or hiking. Yeah, those types of things.
That's just great news, Jimmy. I love it here. It's so relaxing.
Sure. And your escape had nothing to do with the recent activities regarding the Red Man?
What Red Man? Also, Snoop, Native American is the proper nomenclature, I do believe.
You know who I'm talking about, so stop playing dumb. Not you, big guy. I know you can't help it.
Help what? What are we talking about?
Forget it. I just don't get why you would protect someone that made you flee the city in the middle of the night.
Hold on there, Snoop. We're not protecting anyone. It's just that this guy, he's not your average sap, see?
Your memory's getting a bit better, eh?
Hey, we want to see this all sorted out as much as anyone. With all the folks leaving the city, it's bad for business.
Sure. I can only imagine. What do you know about him?
Not much, and the things we heard are mostly just stories. He's setting fires and whatnot down in the city. Wants to see it all burn, see? No one will stop this guy, Snoop. Not even you.
He's the reckoning this city was due for. He won't stop until everything is dust, and we lie forgotten in the sands of time.
What? What the hell are you talking about, John? Don't listen to him. He had a rough night.
Well, you two were useful as always. I have to go. When I come back, I hope, for your sake, nothing will be missing.
Besides the kid, you mean?
You trying to be funny, or you got the sudden urge to confess?
The first one, yeah. See you later, Snoop.
You better believe it. One more, you didn't find a key by any chance lying around the house?
Oh, yeah, we did. It was just lying on the floor.
That's what I thought. How about you hand it over to me? I'll keep it safe for you guys.
Sure thing, there you go. Now don't go telling people we never helped you. It's like we're partners now, see?
Sure. It's a cardboard box. I bet there are all kinds of useful things inside. Look at that lamp, lamping around like there's no tomorrow. You go, lamp. An empty box. Just think of the possibility.
Level 6 Schwert. Kann ich noch nie nehmen.
I'll just sell this sword and buy some revives for later. Just pants, neatly folded and thrown over the closet. Just pants. Storage space reserved for various miscellanea. A book titled Half-Life 3. Oh, I bet it's fantasy. Just some rope. I bet someone would find this extremely useful. Not me, though. Oh boy, I have no idea where the drawing guy went with this one. Empty sheets of paper spread across the table surface. Will they ever become a book? A bag of candy. I knew a girl. It's a small paper box. It reminds me of a cocktail recipe. Add 2-3 ice cubes, pour some liquor over them, mix it in your stomach, repeat. I call it the TED trademark. A toy car, maybe. I don't know. It looks highly cuttable. Is that a word? I don't like pillows. We'll have to find another way. The dictionary defines a cabinet as a body of high-ranking state officials, typically consisting of the top leaders of the executive branch, usually called ministers. There you go. That's what this is, only small. We'll have to find another way. I'll take it with me. Maybe Millie can tell me something more about it. Is it a monkey? Roses in a field? An orange? I'm really bad. Someone, somewhere, put their soul and moderate effort into making this, and I hate it. Nothing a little paint thinner can't fix. A wise man once said, "The windows are the eyes of a house." No.
Tja, dann haben wir es erstmal hier.
Those two clowns are in there, not being useful as always.
Did you ask them about Flint?
I did. They didn't know anything. I think they're just hiding from someone.
The red man?
That's my best bet, but who knows with those two?
So Flint's not in there?
No.
What should we do, Ted? We have to find him.
Well, we're not going to find him standing here. We should check other rooms. Maybe he's hiding somewhere. Mugshots gave me this key to your parents' room that they, totally just found lying on the floor.
We should start there then.
Such forward ideas. You're going to be a fine detective one day.
Thanks, Bear. You too.
Ja. Jo, dann wollen wir jetzt mal Schluss machen fürs Erste. Ich danke fürs Zuschauen. Wenn dir das gefallen hat, wie immer freue ich mich über ein Gefällt mir, noch mehr über ein Abo und auch wenn du beim nächsten Video wieder dabei bist. Bis dahin wünsche ich dir viel Spaß beim selber Spielen und bleib gesund. Tschüss.